People of the world, it is time to open up your eyes to what Jordan Cant is doing with his data. And today, people, I just saw a fight in a shop. It was quite exciting. I was at the local, grocery store, and there was this man who was talking to himself or talking to people, and he walked past me. Obviously, we're the like one-way system and all that is applying in the shops, and so he walks past me and he's like muttering something, and he looks at me as he's speaking, but I'm like, yeah, not worth the time, like. So I just ignore, because he's like, the way he's muttering, it's not like he's friendly, he's quite like aggressive muttering. So I'm just like carry on doing my shopping and I pay him no attention. And then someone else walks past me because he's like ushered this person over, and he just like turns to this person and he's like, what do you want? What do you want? And the guy's like, what? This guy's big, by the way. Not the one that was muttering, although he's not small, but the other guy is big. And he's like, eat something. And this other guy's like, what? What do you want from me? And he's like, eat, and starts like shouting at him, being like, eat something, you gotta eat. And this other guy's like, what are you, I don't want to eat. And then it starts getting like aggressive, and it's like, you need to eat, or you need, or like, why don't you want this food? Why are you even talking to me? And this other guy's like, I don't know you, why are you talking to me? And so this argument gets really aggressive and loud, and the whole time I'm just stood there like right next to them, waiting for them to move, because they're at the corner of this aisle that I can't get round, and it's supposed to be a one-way system. So I just kind of stand there for a moment, and then they like start squaring up to each other and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, I'll just go the other way. So I'm just walking away at this point, and I make eye contact with a staff member who looks really concerned and like rushes over. And then over the security, there's like, security is monitoring this building for the protection of the customers, and then this is all going on. And then I carry on my shopping. I can still hear they're arguing. And then one of the staff members walks past me and says to another staff member, because of course I'm eavesdropping the whole time, and she's like, so the guy he's shouting at is a secret police officer. He's a secret police officer, and he's here. He's trying to, like, I don't know why he was investigating or what was going on, but she's like, he's police, we're okay. That something's going on here, it's to do with the police. But then the shouting still goes on, and then the guy's like, the police officer eventually just walks away, and he's like, I'm not paying any time, like, I'm not giving you any more of my time, and walks away. And the other guy's kind of like shouting after him, but the guy just walks away. But this, you can hear it through the whole shop, like they're proper shouting at each other. And then he's like, I hear him talking to the staff, and he's just like, oh, don't bother calling the police, it's not worth it, like, I don't care about arresting this guy. Like, yeah. And so the staff are like, oh, but maybe we should call the police just in case he like starts on any of the other customers or something. Because he's like, fair enough, he's muttering to himself or whatever, but it was the aggression. He was aiming towards people, because what he said to me was quite, I don't know what he said to me, I wasn't listening, but the tone was quite aggressive. I felt a little bit intimidated, but I was like, whatever. But yeah, so proper kicked off. So I made my shop much longer than it needed to be, so that I could hear all what was going on, just in case it properly kicked off. I was going to vlog it, not film them, but just the audio, but it's a small shop, I don't want, I'm not going to put myself in danger for you lot. At least not that kind of danger, Not the danger that's out of my control. But yeah, so a bit of excitement to start my Monday, and I suppose let's see what happens for the rest of the week. People of the world, I am in the bathroom, and I'm on the toilet, although not actually on the toilet, because I just figured perspective, you should see what I see. So the lighting seems a bit weird in here, right? Yeah, well, that's because our light broke. Want to see what we're using instead? Yep, that's a torch hanging from the cord, which we don't actually know what it does because we've never pulled it, just in case an alarm goes off. This used to be like an Airbnb, and I'm scared it's like a hotel alarm thing, but yeah. And because it's this type of light, we can't work out how to unthingy it. So this is our life now. I also want to clarify with the story I said earlier about the fight in the shop, a few things, because I told a few of my friends and they brought up some good questions that I realised I hadn't clarified. I think the person that was muttering was, it seemed like they were under the influence of something. I would assume alcohol, but not necessarily alcohol, because of just the entire demeanour, the way they were walking, the way they were like carrying the shopping and stuff. They were staggering a bit, kind of heavy-footed, like walking a bit, like trundling about. I'm not sure if that was their situation, but that is what I had assumed, and I think the staff had assumed also. And second thing, I don't think the police officer acted at all reasonably if they were truly a police officer, because instead of diffusing it like a law enforcement officer should be doing, in my opinion, my humble opinion, they seem to be provoking it and just arguing back and being like, what do you want from me? Instead of being like, I'm sorry, I don't think you know who I am. And yeah, I wouldn't say the situation was handled very well on the end of this apparent police officer, but I ain't a police officer and I never will be, so I can only say as much as I can on my viewpoint there. But yeah, just figured I would clear those up. Didn't want it to sound like I was on either side there, and yeah. But it's been quite a day, and we have a broken lamp. What a day. What a day. Also, I think I said this earlier, I had popcorn yesterday. It was a mistake. I went and saw Saint Maud. It's a good film. Would recommend. If you like horror that's not too scary, is it because it's not scary, it's more like in the brain? Good film. And I ate popcorn, and I always forget I shouldn't eat popcorn because I'm definitely allergic to it, and so I didn't sleep very much last night. Don't need to go into the details, but I also got a bit of it stuck in the back of my throat. And then I was just brushing my teeth there, and it started bleeding. So, you know, this might be a dentist vlog too. Who knows? I would show you, but you know what? I'll show you now. You skip over the next 5 seconds if you don't want to see it. You probably won't even be able to see it, but here I go. You can't even see it. But the redness in that corner, yeah. And also notice no tonsils? Yeah, because they're gone. That was irrelevant anyway. I'm assuming the rest of the week will not be as eventful. Oh no. So, you can't hear me because of the... I look yellow. I look ill.
I mean, you just had a massive sneeze. You might be ill.
Uh-oh. We're making smoothies, and I'm gonna teach you how. I have no idea what I'm doing, so we're gonna hopefully not lose any fingers and create some delicious smoothies. So, in the smoothie, shouting over the... Okay, it's calming down, We're having... I've got hair on me. Okay, we're having spinach. Kale. I dropped a lot of stuff taking that kale out. We're gonna have pineapple juice and stop loitering. I have an audience. What, me just vlogging? This banana. Any comments, my audience?
Those bananas are big.
And then I'll be back when I start making it because I can't flip the camera until I'm done. A handful of kale. How many spinach? How many spinach? How many?
Wait,
how many spinach?
just a handful as well.
Handful of spinach.
Maybe you can put more spinach in it.
Okay. Not in any order.
No.
Spinach first.
Sure.
No, why not in any order?
Because it doesn't matter, it's getting blended.
That's what I mean, so I can put it in any order.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, okay,
Yeah.
spinach. Nice. How much spinach? More spinach, let's be healthy. So you need this much spinach, okay? That's about this much, okay? Next, I need to open the kale. And then you got Oh, I'm spilling. You get this much kale, so there you go. That much kale is the recipe. This much kale. That much kale. It's if you put too much or too little, that's important. It's this much kale. I don't know what I'm doing. Then banana. Do I chop banana? I know what I'm doing. Do I chop banana or just chuck it in?
Chuck it in.
No.
No?
Half it up. Break it.
Half it up. I will technically. So you have to half up the banana. I knew that. Ooh, there's bits that I don't want to eat. So like that. I think this is the most successful video I've ever made. And then to top it, do I put in the juice first or blend and then juice?
No, I'll put the juice in.
So then, obviously, once you've got your ingredients, you put the juice in. And you put in how much juice?
Depends on how thick you like it.
150 milliliters.
Okay, so you put in this much juice. This much juice. No, I think this. You want a little bit? I'll put in this much juice. Where's the Oh, there's a scale. Okay. Okay, you said 150 milliliters. We're at 500. I think that's good. And then we blend. Oh wait, no, you put the lid on.
And the screw cap.
I don't know how it works. Okay. So the lid's on, and then you turn it on at the wall, and then power on, and then what speed?
Your hand.
Yeah. This is my hand. And then I hit start. Do I hold it down? And then I think it's done. And then it's done?
Unless you want it more blended.
Unless I want it more blended, it's done.
It looks pretty good, man.
Sure.
So we have this. It smells great. And okay, wait, lift it up. And this is how its consistency. Oh. Okay. I've poured a lot if I don't like this. First sip. I'm nervous. This is not.
I think.
Oh, I hate how it smells. Mm.
Now you have to drink it all. You can't just pour it down the toilet. You can't. Oh my god.
You're gonna a brick.
Actually tastes quite good. Oh my god, I've grown a mustache! Now I know what I'll look like with whiskers. You know what? It tastes mostly of pineapple juice. It tastes like healthy pineapple juice. And that is how you make my famous smoothie. Thanks for the help, team.
Anytime.
So I found a hole in my apple, and usually I just cut the little bit out, and then when I cut it out, I could see there was a bigger hole, so I cut the chunk out. When I cut the chunk out, I almost said something really different there. I saw that it was like this inside, and I was like, that's a bit gross. So then I cut it in half again, and thank God I did, because it's like this. And I don't know what creature has been living in my apple, but my goodness, thank goodness I didn't just bite into it like I normally would. Isn't that right, Itza?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm not having an apple this evening. It's the end of the week, and so I'm gonna end the vlog. And yeah, the only exciting news I have, I don't think I said already, is that I started a TikTok. I finally jumped onto that trend after a long time. Yeah, I don't want to fall down my driveway. Yeah. Yes, I finally started a TikTok after a long time of being adamant I wasn't going to, because yeah, I knew I'd get addicted, and let me tell you, I downloaded it on Friday. I've already made 4. Sorry, Thursday night, technically. Thursday night I made my first one. I've already made 4, and well, actually that's a lie, I've made like 8, but I've uploaded 4. And I'm having a lot of fun with it, and you know what, that's why I do all this, because I enjoy it. It's fun, I find it entertaining, and if even one other person finds it entertaining, then great, I've entertained. But yeah, so I'm gonna end the vlog as I go on a wee walk in the nice bleak weather. But yeah, so I hope the only thing you catch is me isolator week. My neighbor just saw me vlogging. Week 30. Week 31. Week 31. I think week 31 locked down.